What's up, guys? I am Phoenix Inferno, and for those of you that don't know me, I can basically be summarized as a defensive-minded maniac that rejects any and all offensive strategies. Well, we just have a couple of friendly matches lined up today, and to start off with, I'm playing against the mother effing BoHammer, who is one of the top offensive-minded guys there is in the game, in my opinion. Now, granted, I'm not used to seeing Ravian this time. Usually he likes to kill me in one shot and then just forget about me tomorrow, but, well, here we go.
살려주세요. 번개, 바람, 빛과 어둠, 전부 불태워주지.
Truth of the matter is, I cannot stop Choi at all. The only time I have a chance of stopping him is if I just happen to get lucky with reflex, and versus a good Choi, I have no prayer. Now, for those of you that don't know me, my Kurna is not a critical resistance minded goalkeeper. She actually holds LREP ST leg uni. So needless to say, I was pretty damn upset with the heal nerf a couple months ago. Now, concerning Ravian, being hit by Ravian for 2.3k in the first shot, translated it means I'm screwed. But, well, either way, it's not like I was going to beat Min anyway. Oh, and Min is Minerva Ku, which is BoHammer's previous IGN. I call him Min, but, well, either way, he's going to demolish me to oblivion. Now, I will give him some credit. I have never once ever faced a nabby front line, and that's just basically him knowing my goalkeeper, knowing that I rely on healing, and that's him basically giving me a middle finger right in front of my face. Thank you, Min. Oh, look, low battery. I wish it would have died sooner. And here I go again, dying into Choi. I'll give him credit for using Carmel. Carmel is by far the best player in Soccer Spirits. Unlimited jiggle factor, unlimited jiggle value. As of right now, I have no prayer of penning through that midline, so I'm just going to be passing it around and hope Gary can carry me to victory. But, nothing happened. Oh, look at that! Another counterattack. Wonderful. Alas, the punishment continues. The regrets are mounting. Reevaluating my life choices. Come on, Gary, I believe in you. You can do it, Gary. You can freaking do it. Well, I am using a iPhone screen recorder. It's not perfect, so it does act up a little bit, but Gary did carry me to victory there. Yay, good for you, Gary. I'm proud of you. Lin Mei CM, I absolutely love my Lin Mei CM. She has by far been the most used player that has survived for me, like, I don't know, like 2-3 years maybe. And it's primarily because I'm defensive minded, and versus you know, guys with strong midlines and a lot of power, I don't really have a chance of breaking through, so she always gives me an escape route. And yeah, that's why I will always have a forward passer in my midline. Now, for my striker, Valerie, she's a raw damage based striker. That's why she was able to do 1k non-crit through a Jin block. But that being said, look, I'm not offensive minded at all. So even then, when I have guys that are able to hit me as hard as Min, that's when I'm really in trouble, just like that. And oh, look at that. My dreams have been crushed. My hopes, my desires, all ended. Thank you. BoHammer. Thank you, Bo. And, well, our next match we have FunHoles. I'll say no comment as for the meaning of that name, but either way, FunHoles, it's good to have you. Alrighty. A Mono Dark. Mono Dark likes to run rampant since Mono Light is being made fun of by every single element in the game. So, Mono Dark. And Damien doesn't really give a flying F about light goalkeepers, so that doesn't help either. And then, what do you know? We got a Dark Legendary Striker coming. Oh, things are looking up. Oh, tricked me. Mono Ardor. Okay. Mono Ardor usually has, you know, some real freaking high offensive power. There's one guy, Kesa, I know some of you guys know Kesa, he's able to knock out my anti-Oko formation without even going Oko oriented. So Mono Ardor can definitely have some freaking power. Now Valerie, she does have a Penrest debuff on strike, or on a shot, so she actually makes block actives weaker. So let's see. At 1.5k. I shoot pebbles, unlike some of these other guys. But that's okay. A little bit of lag. Navi comes through with a counterattack. I'm proud of you. I only use her because she has jiggle. Jiggle factor is what it's all about. And set 1v1. Alrighty. Good game, FunHoles. It was fun. You know, the next guy we got is GymSocks. Oh, Alexa goalkeeper. Well, I mean, in case some of you guys don't know, I was a long-time Acilia user. And then when Alexa came out, I held on to her just in case she was going to be very powerful. And well, we all know how the developers treated her. She's just been tossed aside, ignored, abused, just like all of Light. Well, hopefully a legendary Light goalkeeper will come. But as some of the guys already say, a legendary Light goalkeeper already has a counter, and she hasn't even been introduced yet. And that's, well, with Valerie, so I do feel like a traitorous bastard using Valerie, but, well, I'm sorry, I'm an asshole. Nothing I can do about it. Well, let's see. The biggest thing about Alexa is that she needs you to pass in front of her, and when they nerfed her where she no longer gets that stack, when a pass comes into the position, she's just done. And with Valerie, that pains me doing that, to tell you the truth. It really does. Good game, Jim. Next we have FunHole. This time it's only one hole, not both. Well, either way, it is a different person. I think, I don't know, perhaps, probably, maybe. The chance is there, but it's not for certain. It's inconclusive. And look, another Mono Ardor. This FunHole uses a Willy. Alrighty. I don't know much about Taehoon goalkeeper, to tell you the truth. I mean, I do claim I'm defensive minded, but I've never even tried. But then again, Taehoon doesn't have any jiggles, so he doesn't interest me. Oh, either way, let's see how this goes. Oh look, another Choi. Gonna abuse my Lin Mei. Doesn't even care about legality. Reported. Alright, you got a Melissa. Now, one of the main reasons I don't rely on Penrest is because of players like Melissa. Kerna's density comes entirely from the defense stat and DR. But if guys hit too hard, there's really not much I can do about it except take it like a man and cry on the way home. Oh, That's pretty good. I mean, usually whenever a striker on their first shot does like 2.5k or less, then that means I do have a decent shot of surviving. But of course, that doesn't necessarily mean an automatic win, especially versus teams with A-B control, because after all, if I'm only get 1 or 2 shots off the game, chances are I'm screwed. Oh well, let's see how Valerie does. 1.5k on co-op. Alright, that's good. That's good. Hopefully Nabby can counterattack. Or, and that works too. I'm definitely proud of that. Alrighty. Bit of a glitch. A lot of a bit of a glitch. Lemmay's a champion, but I'm too scared to steal. Let's go now. Alrighty. Now, a lot of people forget that Valerie does have a death buff, kind of like Vito's. So just take a look at her stats on this one, because she can seriously gen a lot of penetrate just by herself. And in my opinion, I think she may be nerfed in the future, especially once that light legendary goalkeeper comes out. But it's more along the lines because every damn striker I have used has been nerfed by the developers. So maybe I'm placing a curse on her, who knows? Joy come to crush my dreams. Nabby, you effing champion, I am proud. That's what I'm talking about. Then Choi says, you know what? I'll just stab you twice. How about that? To the Willy. Okay, thank you. Usually what I do is whenever a guy hits like, 2.5k or higher, that's when I immediately stall in the back and I try to get my shields up. And it's part of the reason why speedy-based teams and action-based teams kind of screw me over, because granted, if I can't move, I can't generate spirit. If I can't generate spirit, I can't get my shields up. Which is also why penalty harassments make me cry. Another co-op, that's nice. Let's go. I believe in you. You let me down. And that's another thing that really gets me with speedy monos. It's when they're able to get a shot off before my goalkeepers are before Duran's able to survive. Now what I did do for a little while, which I really did enjoy, that's using Presti Meat Shield, because she's able to 40 crit rate debuff in addition to stunning the strikers, so whenever they do shoot, even if they're fast, everybody knows what it's like to shoot against a Presti, but And that wasn't my idea, by the way. That was Ash's idea, for those of you who don't know. But the reason why I benched him now is because really teams simply hit too hard, and I have to crutch on Duran. And not to mention, especially in live, people can just avoid Prestige by, you know, having a strong 1v1 pen setup. Alrighty. This is also why I crutch on forward passers. And good game of FunHole. And in our last match is versus Draco. Draco is a former Jiggle Factor member back in the day. But he's part of Gil's Club Team Panda, as many former Jiggle Factor members have left and joined. Draco, from what I remember, he has a solid Jin. He's always had a solid Jin goalkeeper. So, but, well, it's a 3-back, so we'll compare it to how, BoHammer's Jin. Compare the density since they're both 3-back. Valerie did like, what was it, like 1k through block? No crit, I think. I don't know, something around there. Forefront though, forefront's new. Usually Draco's 4-back. So let's see how hard he hits. The first shot tells me a lot whether I'm have to scramble or I have a chance to win. If he hits like, you know, 3k, I'm really effing screwed. Oh shit. How about 4k? Okay. Damn it. I am in trouble. Where the hell did this come from, Draco? In bans, what I usually do is like 90% of the time my backline is banned, and I have Duran in my extra slot. Gary gets banned a lot, but what I'll usually do is I'll match up LEDR because elemental damage resistance is by far the strongest defensive totem in the game. So that's what I have to rely on now in this meta. But I don't have Magnus, so Draco deals mother effing 4k with a Kyoko. So guess what? I'm in trouble. And here's the thing. I'm using Valerie against Jin. And Draco has a solid Jin, so my first shot's gonna tell me a lot of whether I have a hope or a prayer in this match or not. Because I will be taken out. I mean, I can hide behind shields, but I mean, Draco will be able to take me out quick if his striker is able to hit that hard. Here I am crutching on my forward passers again. Help me, I'm crippled. Min was 1k through block. Draco is 615. And that right there is a prime example of what the defense stat does. People tend to ignore the defense stat, but well, there you go. There's one example of the significance of the defense stat. And that's even, I'm using Elchi, who debuffs defense as well. So I mean, but just use an HP defensive ace a couple times. Doesn't have to be invested, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So I'll translate it. Look at that. He threw frickin' Gary and Kern. Jesus, I am absolutely screwed. Draco, where the hell did all this offensive power come from, you bastard? Just don't get countered. I believe in you. You can do it, Vanity. Unlimited power. No spirit. Jesus, I'm only doing 892 on a 3-back. That is, wow. I am in trouble. And here's the thing, he's not even using Magnus. That's a solid damn gen right there. I have no chance of countering Kiki. He wouldn't. Oh, there he is. Navi's all set up to end me. Great. I just want to use Navi without letting anybody else use her. Is that too much to ask? Let's see how much he crushes my dreams. 1.3k through a Gary shield. Wow. Oh, wonderful. Oh, okay, Gary. There you go, Gary. Hell effing yeah, man. Lin May. No, I'm gonna go to Navi this time. Hopefully I can set up a 1v1. Hopefully. If I don't, that's really my only damn chance. Because 1v1, then I can set up a gym pass. And I died. There it goes. The end. I lost. Counter. Nope. Counter. Just kidding. Counter. You can do it. Nope. You can't. You disappoint me. Yeah, I'm done. This is it. Next shot's it, and I am absolutely toast. Oh, let's set up a 1v1 for even more damage. Oh, that's only if he doesn't use active pass. He can kill me without using it. Yep, there it is. This is the end. Forgive me, Father. Good game, Draco. And that's it, guys.